hope and determination. The first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Yes, we have.
Milestone achieved.
Let's go look at them. Go look at them. There's no scientists in this first rocket. Everyone is somebody who can help here, or a botanist, which we're done. We need to build the farm. Farm here. That's gonna suck water, but with these things running,
colonists have arrived.
honestly, I think we need a second tank. I want 2 tanks. I think it's a smart decision to make a second tank. We're gonna build a second tank. Gotta make sure. All right, switch this to soybeans. Exclusively soybeans. That's what I want. Soybeans everywhere. We're running. We're working. Good. Right away. Get working right away. That's what we need. All the fuel. Perfect. Not gonna be enough, but we're working on the science right now that reduces our need for fuel, so we'll be down to 80 on the rocket, not 100.
Resources are low.
Why didn't you want the morning shift? Because it's currently afternoon. I want him to work immediately. If I had this set to the morning shift, see this one that's highlighted? This is the active shift. This is the one this is the current time is this highlighted shift. When I landed the rocket, it was already this shift, and it was about to switch to this one. So I opened up the midday shift so that when they get off the rocket, they immediately go to work, so I can immediately start getting those rare metals. Now that it's nighttime, I can close the shift and reopen the morning shift if I want to. So now they can work in the morning. Another cool thing to do is to alternate your shifts to manage your power. So if you have everything working the morning shift, then you're gonna have a huge power drain all at once. But if you spread it out to where some buildings work in the morning, other buildings work in the afternoon, you can then manage your power a little bit better that way by staggering when they're gonna be using the resources. I don't wanna bring the other fuel up until we have that, because if this is still 100, they'll fill it past 80. So if I bring 30 more fuel up, they'll fill it to 99. I don't want to do that. But if I wait to bring the fuel up until our research is done, then our refueling will be to 80 as the limit, and then the drones won't put more fuel in, so we can save fuel that way. All the fuel that you can. And then I want you to haul that fuel up here, but I want you to do that
complete.
As soon as it's done. There we go. Now the research is done. They won't overfill the rocket now. Why did you zoom me over here? Oh, here we go. There's an anomaly over here. Yeah, we want to get a base built over here too, for sure. I need a base built here. I need a base built, and here would be a nice one because we can get access to this water and this water. Hook it up to a tunnel system, because you guys know we're making tunnels, hashtag tunnel life. And then we're gonna get over here too. But I think this is gonna be our next base because of the metal situation though. We'll focus on metals instead here. In fact, when this rocket lifts off, which it can do, I need money though. I can't have this lift off until we have the money. Must have money first. We only have 2 polymers left. I can't build another battery until we have more polymers. All right, truck, charge up your battery, get back out there.
For the first time, a human has been born on Mars. It's truly a unique miracle.
That was really quick. It took those guys 2 days to get busy. Just 2 days, we got a baby already. That was sweet. Modest moron, how are you? Tunnel life, I'm digging it. I see what you did there. This actually isn't cut off anymore. This valve is no longer cut off because this whole piping system is now connected this way. So really, our water deficit problem is not solved by this valve anymore. I need to have another valve. I need to have another pipe valve. And that pipe valve needs to be over here. I need to have a second one because this water can just travel through here now. Oh, bypass the valve, right? So it's not effective. Need to have another one there to make sure that this is not being sucked up by that, right? That tank needs to be dedicated to fuel. These tanks need to make sure they're not being drawn by fuel. I think these are empty because the fuel is being made from them. So we're gonna shut this off now, like that. That should cut the supply of water to where this tank is
Cable
exclusively
fault
made
reported.
for fuel.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
That's how that should be. Is this not being done? There we go. Come on. Ooh, there's some metal down here. Kit, are you ready? You are. Come on down here, buddy. Ooh, we got stuff. Okay, we got stuff over here. I want you to take the metal. Bring it over here. Rocket's ready to lift off. It only has 5.
Analyzed.
I need the money from the rocket. I can't lift the rocket off until it's going to give me money. Don't matter how fast I fuel it up. All right, we need to scan. Let's scan up here. This is the next place we're going to build a tunnel. Well, no, that's not true. We'll be building a tunnel this way, but we're going to build tunnels. We're going to get around with tunnels. Hashtag tunnel life. How are we doing on food? 25 left. Okay, we can make... The farm will produce food before that happens. Yeah, we'll be fine with food. As long as we don't bring more colonists yet, just take our time, don't bring more colonists yet. Next rocket will have... Depends on the money. Next rocket will definitely have a polymers factory. Oh, man, maybe I should lift it off and bring it back. There's only one polymer left. How much does a polymers factory cost? I can't even look at it. Forget what it is, like 300 million? I need more. I have to be able to bring the polymers factory down so that we can work it, get more polymers. You son of a bitch. Like, it just shows up right on top of my power. Okay, well, all the machine parts. You're not gonna come over by my Moxie now, are you? No, you're gonna come right back over by my Moxie. Yep. Yep, we'll need to maintain our Moxie now. Jesus.
Pipe leak reported.
RNG, man. Oh, you're gonna come over by all my stuff. At least we got a good supply of oxygen reserves. We're not producing enough water, though. We're not producing enough water. I need to fill that tank. All right, so here's what we need to do. I need to turn this back on, which means I need to turn this off. No deposits on this. Okay, turn it off anyway, because there's no deposits left. Let's go ahead and keep these both shut down. Turn this back on. And then I need to open the valve.
We are all descendants of those who dared to look beyond the nice, cozy valley they inhabited and enter a world full of mystery and wonder.
30 anomalies by Sol 100. Might be more feasible this time. See if I can do it. Open the valve. We'll open both of them. I don't know if that means anything, but we'll do it anyway. Open both the valves. I'm hoping that that means water production is a surplus. All these tanks can start filling up again. Decommission protocol is done. So we can take this and get rid of it. It's a shame I don't have apartments. Because, like, I'd love to have enough to staff 2 of these things at the same time for 2 shifts. It's just... I need that. What's this? Oh, I need that, like, as fast as... Actually, both of these will help. This is okay. I don't think this is required. I think we're good on food. Let me check my food.
Battery low.
Okay, no, we're actually dropping on food. That's because this hasn't produced anything yet. You know, I think we're fine on food. Let's hold off on that research. And we'll get it afterwards, but I want these 2. This increases the production by 25% on the extractors. Produces, increases power consumption, which sucks. And then this one here. Actually, this one is a free one. It doesn't increase power production. Each one will have 10 performance boost. Maybe that one goes first because it's free. This could be good, but I don't think cargo space... Oh, we need this. We can't even build... Is it better to build it on the surface? I think it is. I think it's better to build it ourselves. Then I can just send a bunch of machine parts in, which is what we need anyway. Instead of taking up the 300 million, we're gonna build it ourselves. Get that first. Then this. Off you go. Tunnels are so powerful. They're so powerful. See how fast He goes so fast through that tunnel. Way faster than he would have normally been able to drive himself. I have a top 10 tips video that I'm working on. I have, I've already recorded all the audio for it. I just need footage now. So once I do that, get some editing done for it, I'll be releasing that. 10 things that I've made mistakes on that I would recommend you know before you start surviving Mars. And yeah, tunnels are definitely gonna be on that in that video. Tunnels are definitely a thing because it's super good. And Fanta said, I just finished your YouTube vid, went to Twitch, and here you are. It must be a sign. Yeah. So the YouTube video, if you're coming in from the YouTube vid, the YouTube video for the colony is actually attempt number 1. Because I said I'm gonna show my failures too, right? I wanna show my failures. I think it's important to do that. A lot of Let's Players don't do that. A lot of people who post gaming videos, they don't do that. They only want you to see their successes. Look how good I am. I want you to see my failures too. 1, because I'm human, and like everyone makes mistakes. But 2, it gives you the opportunity to learn from my own mistakes too. So if you're playing the game and you can be like, oh, look what happened to him. He failed. It doesn't mean he's a bad player. It means, you know, he failed. So you can learn from those mistakes. This attempt that you're seeing now is attempt number 2. The next dome that's being built will be built here, so I can keep my metal supply up. And we're gonna get there via a tunnel. So we're just gonna take a tunnel, put it like right here.
Sector scanned.
This is fine, right here. And then the other side of the tunnel will end up being over here. And we'll just put it right here. And we'll connect all the resources up that way. It does 2 things for us that's super powerful. 1, it transports all of our resources, so we don't need to maintain long pipelines. Maintaining super long pipelines is just stupid. Same thing with electrical lines. This is about as long as I'd ever want my electrical line, because it's probably going to be prone to faults pretty quick here. So instead of doing these really long things, just make a tunnel. Done. Because the tunnels, they require no maintenance, and they transport all your stuff for you. And the people who drive into them, the vehicles that drive into them, like not instantaneously, but very quickly come out the other side. So they can get over to where they need to go much faster through a tunnel than they would have been able to do if they were just driving on the surface. It's pretty broken. I'm pretty sure they're gonna nerf it, but in case they don't. Actually, I need to get Kit back. I think I need to get Kit back because if the electrostatic storm fries him, I have to go out and save him. So get him back here. I don't like electrostatic storms. We've got water in the tank here, so let's go ahead and shut this down and turn this on. Get some more concrete if we can. Is this not in range? Hold on, where's my... No, it's in range. Oh, it needs machine parts to repair. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Let's decommission this. Tunnel Bear with that fantastic VPN. Speaking of which, Tunnel Bear. God damn it, Linus. Yeah, these don't work in dust storms, so... Oh, yeah, and then they get ruined because electrostatic. We're doing okay on the water here, though. We've built up a decent supply. So hopefully a day later, they haven't gone through all of their water. Yeah, but it just keeps frying our stuff. Like, it's just gonna fry all of our stuff. Well, I already know everything is gonna need repairs. Okay, this is full now. So we can take off, but it's the dust storm. So we'll wait for the dust storm to finish and then we can take it off. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna open up this shift just to allow people to drink here if they can. Because we need them to have their needs satisfied, keep them happy and healthy and all that stuff, so we'll go ahead and let them work this shift if they can. Shopping needs, service buildings are full for the shopping need. Well, I can't help you there, so you're out of luck. How about, see, dining, it takes more staff. I could have gave him a diner instead of a grocer, but it takes more staff. And the diner doesn't give him the shopping, it doesn't satisfy the shopping need, which is really weird. But I guess that makes sense, you're not shopping for food. Water is not rare, you can get it from air. I would say water is rare too. Because you need the metal to make the water. Because if I don't have metal, I can't repair these. Water is very rare. There's no abundance of water.
Resources are low.
Because this produces it very slowly. So you need a lot of it. Like, in a hypothetical situation, hypothetically, you can have infinite water because of these.
Research
but you do not have
complete.
infinite metal, and you need the metal to make these run. And as long as you do not have infinite metal, you do not have infinite water. So while metal is rare, so is water. It's rare by extension of not having any metal. Once I get this, though, we can afford to make our own here. And I'd like to get research that makes these more efficient. If I can get research that makes these more efficient, which didn't show up in the tree, unless I've already got it, which I don't think I did. No. There's the apartments. All right, dust storm's over. Get out of here. Goodbye. Hey, we got more water, which we already knew existed. Up here is a pretty good source of water. It says very low, but it also has way more water than we started with, so. We might get a tunnel over to this area. Not this. Actually, we could do it here. If we did a tunnel down here instead, if I did this, we build it closer, right? We build it like over here. So it's closer to everything. Can we get the other side up here? Or is it too far away? Oh, we can. It's right there. We can get it there. And then run the pipe. It's still a pretty long pipe. It's a pretty long pipe. And we don't have any drones or anything up here to like maintain it. But it's an idea. We could look at that. Like, we could look at starting that from the low ground instead. What I was gonna do is get it from over here though, because we're gonna have a dome here anyway. So what I was thinking of doing is, since we're gonna have a dome here anyway, we could get a tunnel like here, and then have it come out up here. But it says it's too far away. Oh, there we go. Yes, that. See, then we can get the water hooked up really close to this. Like this. We can get that really close, and it doesn't require a whole lot of maintenance at that point. Or we could put it more centrally located and get both of these. That's gonna be sweet. Yeah, tunnels are super good. There's already people calling for it to be made more realistic. What I think tunnels need, I think their building cost is appropriate. For the power that they bring, I think the building cost is appropriate. What I don't think, you know what? You can balance it by requiring maintenance. If you require like 5 concrete per cycle of maintenance, like really strong concrete requirement, or like a 2 machine part requirement, you know, something like that. If you required that, wait, are we? Okay, yeah, we're getting the water filled up, but in addition to getting the water filled up though, we're also sucking it out of here, right? Yeah, I don't want to drain this. I don't want to drain this. Let's cut the water supply here. Let's cut this. Turn this off. Good. So our production meets our demand. Exactly. So we'll have reserves in the tank. Pretty good. And our production is meeting demand right now. Plus, we're not draining that any faster. And we're getting a load of fuel. Okay, cool. What are you doing? 11 metals. I need more metals. Come down and get... It's a shame there's no polymers around here. Normally you'd find polymers laying around. But I don't see any polymers, and that's a problem because our battery's gonna break down, and we are now out of them. Completely out. Do I have the resources to build? Yeah, I could build this. Get people working in it. I could. We could put it here. I wanted to put it on this side. I could put it in this side. Does this kick up dirt? This doesn't kick up dust, does it? I don't think so. I could put it right here. But then when it gets produced, it has to be trucked all the way over here. To where if I put it over here, then it doesn't have to be trucked all over the place. I kind of like that. The dust gets thrown up around here, right? So if I put it over here, it won't get the dust. So something like this would be really, something like this would work. Right here, right? And then flip it around and connect it to the pipes. Something like this would work okay. I could actually move it just a little bit more if I wanted to. Like here. Yeah. That'd be fine. But why do that? It makes longer pipes. Why do that? Why do that when instead it makes the pipes a lot closer together? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it there instead. And then take the pipes and just connect them up like, or we'll try to do it like an idiot. That's something you can do too. Yeah. So it's like all nice and compact, you know? And then if we go from there, where's my research for the heater? It's just not showing up. I want it. I keep looking for it. It's not showing up. Great. This is great. Yeah. Because I could put the heater thing over here, and then I'll keep all of this nice and warm. Put the heater thing right here, keep all this nice and warm. I think it might be better to, depends on what it's maintained by, I forget what it is, but it might be better to put one heater and just expand its range than it is to put two heaters. It depends on the power draw and what it's maintained by. I was just talking about cold waves and how I didn't want them to show up. We're not building this now. We're not building that yet. I don't want that breaking down the moment we build it, so nope. Nope, we'll wait. Which is probably a mistake. That's gonna start, yeah.
Funding received. Pipe leak
720 million buckaroos. Okay, cargo rocket, please. I kind of want, it's maybe wasteful, maybe, but I kind of want another one of these. It's super powerful down below. I kind of want another one. The polymers factory is gonna take, it's only 300 million. We could save our machine parts. No, I still think it's, no. Machine parts, we need to take that. I'm gonna grab 25 of these. 500 million gives us enough to make another tunnel, which I think is something we really need to consider. But the polymers is something I definitely need to bring. You could pop another couple of drones in there. This is probably our ideal package, right? 15 polymers, 25 machine parts, and 2 drones. This is probably what I should bring. Already pre-ordered, can't wait. It's a good game. I think it's a good game. It's got its flaws. It has its flaws, and I have another video coming out also that will talk about the flaws that I would like to have fixed. I have 5 complaints about the game as well, but I think stuff will get ironed out, and especially with modders. Modders might fix all 5 of my problems. You know, it'd be nice if they would implement it in the base game, but modding might do it. So, as much as I'd love another Stirling generator, I can't afford the cost. The machine parts enable the tunnel. Speaking of which, I think I need to do that now. So if I pop this tunnel over here, yeah, right here next to all the resources, like this. Maybe even this way, if I can fit it in this direction. No, it's gonna be like this. Tunnel life, baby. That's what we're all about here, is tunnel life. 1, and then all the way out here. Put it as close to the dome as I can get it. So about here is probably a good bet. It gets us really close in there. Yeah, that tunnel is something else I want to build. Now, how much do I have for machine parts? I only have 34, but we're bringing more, so I think we'll be okay. And then we'll get started on another dome. This doesn't require maintenance, so I can build it now and not have to worry about maintaining it. But this does require maintenance, so we're gonna wait until we're ready to bring colonists before we build this. But the whole goal here is to get control of these 2 resources, because metal is gonna be the thing that kills me. Metal will kill me by not allowing me to maintain water. Because the moment we run out of resources over here, this is what killed us last time. Running out of this killed us last time. So the moment we run out of this, we're going to need to defend against it. And the answer is these.
Scanned. Select a sector to scan.
These are absolutely the answer to that. Hey, the sector we just scanned has polymers, which we can't get to. Does any other sector have polymers in it? Because this battery's done now. Like, it's going to be done. Wow, nothing. No polymers anywhere. Jeez. There's actually 76 metals over here somewhere. I don't see them. It says there's 76 metals in this tile. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's 35 here and another 52 here. Truck. What can you build to mitigate the cold wave effects? There's subsurface heaters that you can build. Normally that research is quicker, but for some reason it's not showing up. The research in the game is somewhat randomized. You don't get the same order of research every single time you do it. And for some reason I haven't gotten subsurface heaters, so I have to wait for that. It's probably one of these two. I imagine it's probably one of these two. So as soon as I get one of these techs, it'll probably open up. But I keep putting off doing these techs because I need other things. Cold waves suck though. They're the primary. Cold waves are the biggest factor in this map, and they affect the entire map. So I do have to like fight against them. Maybe we don't need the oxygen filtering. Maybe we instead we do this first. But this increases the power draw, and I don't want that. So I might have to just get one of these. If I get this, even though I don't need it, it might open up subsurface heaters so I can grab it. Maybe. Then I'll grab this after that. We'll see. How much food do we got? 52. We are good on food. We don't need to worry about food, but we have power shortages. This battery is also like depleting pretty quickly. Oh dear. And this is already shut down. All right, all of these things need maintenance. Frick. All right, no problem. Actually, if we open this up now,
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration. We need to figure out something quick before they die.
We have a water shortage.
Hold on. Just calm your shit. Are these working during the cold wave? Yes, they work during the cold wave. Okay. However, this one's not hooked up to power anymore. Because of our power shortage, this one stopped working. That gives us the water shortage. Okay. So if we can address this one, which we need to do by giving it power. Now I've flipped the switch here, which activates power flow through these lines. Now these are all off. We're gonna shut these down. So the only thing now is that this is now gonna feed power up to the top, right? This should feed power to the top now. But somehow it's not. And I don't know why. Is it just not connected to the right line? I think that's what it is. I think this needs to be directly connected. There's no metals down here to build with. That's why these things are broken down. No, it's not. Well, this one's broken down. Because the water's frozen. That's why we're out of water. I mean, we're out of water shortage because the water's frozen, but if those 3 extractors, if these 3 are working, then we're not at a power loss. These 3 are not, we're not at a water loss. These 3 can handle the water needs of our colony. But with the cold wave, they suck more power. They each suck 3 more power. I want to know if this is actually functioning. Yeah, it is, but... Okay, we gotta open it up. It's gonna take way more damage by doing that. Is there anything else I can do aside from opening that up?
We have a water shortage.
Hang on. Now, when I opened that up, did we get... This started working, right? Okay, it does. So this does at least work. But this is taking a lot of damage now. Oh, Jesus. And it's not resources. We can't get it. We still have the power shortage, but at least it's not super bad. The water is still on. Good. Got to keep the morale up. I need all these stats green. Kit's carrying the metal. Good. Oxygen's going to be fine. Cold wave is going to last 3 days. Holy shit. This is going to take machine parts. Oh no, our machine part supply. I really need the tunnel. This happens every time, guys. We run out of the supply required. This cold wave is going to require us to repair this, and we cannot have this shut down. Yeah, we need them to keep producing. So this will take 2. All of these, each of these will take half. So that's 1, 2, 3.5. We have 4. So we can technically fix things. We can technically fix things. We have enough to fix the things. So let's not panic. Do we build the tunnel or not? I'm purposely leaving concrete out of this because I haven't decided if I want to fully commit to building it yet. I think I do, but I wanted to wait till after the cold wave. So there's a reason why there's no concrete up here. Let's bring the fuel up here though. At least go get that. I think with this rocket landing, it's time to build our polymers factory. I just don't want to do it during a cold wave. I can't do that during a cold wave. It's just a terrible idea. Look at how busy they are. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Dropping off the fuel. Tronics is bringing the fuel up. Very nice. You're low battery, sir. Why don't you go ahead and charge yourself? That'd be great. Explorer. Nothing for you to do. Explorer basically just gonna sit here until there's a reason for Explorer to go somewhere. That's how that works. It's repairable. It needs repaired, so it's not running. It's not doing anything. That sucks. Maybe we take off anyway. How much money do we have? 10 million. Never mind. Well, this thing's not producing right now, so there's no reason to keep the rocket here. Because it's not producing right now. 14 should get me 280. So I can at least bring something down, you know? I think we send it because this is going to need repaired. It's going to be an extra day. We can always bring the rocket back. Yeah, send it. It's fine. We're not going to get any. We're not going to get anything stored in there anyway because the building shut down for another day. So, just the way it is. Is it true that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can attach your Twitch account and sub to someone's channel for 30 days? That is correct, Sunday. You get 1 free subscription to any Twitch caster you want with Amazon Prime. All you have to do is connect Amazon Prime to Twitch, and then you get Twitch Prime automatically. Twitch Prime comes with a lot of cool benefits aside from a subscription, because you also get ad-free throughout the entirety of Twitch, in addition to the free subscription that you can give to any caster you want. It doesn't auto-renew, so like you can get streaks from it if you manually renew it in time, but you can't, it doesn't auto-renew, so you have to remember when your Twitch Prime subscription is gonna end and do it then. But yeah, that's how it works. You have 2 drones on your rocket, correct. But drones will not go back with the rocket. So they're attached to the rocket. They'll listen to the rocket. They'll be commanded by the rocket, but they won't go back up with the rocket. They'll instead
funding received.
They'll automatically reassign themselves to the nearest command. So in this case, they've reassigned themselves to the drone hub. Okay, let's assess the damage here. This is thawing. It's defrosting. Defrosting is good. These are defrosting too. Nope, these are online. These are ready to go. Which means as soon as this building is done, it can get built and people can get to work in it. Right? It's the morning shift. So if we can get this thing built quickly. All right, what in the world? Kit? What are you doing? Where are you? What are you? Why are you way over there? You were here when I told you to go to get the concrete. What are you doing? Come on now. Come on now, kid. Let's think with our heads here, okay? Come on now. Okay, we're producing more rare metals. The question is, what do we want to bring back down to the surface now? Whoops. What do I want to bring? Need another cargo rocket for sure. Are we low on polymers? We're gonna start making our own, but I think more machine parts. It's just always the bottleneck. Machine parts is always the bottleneck. And then a few more drones. So we're gonna commit to building the tunnel now. There they go. And they're also gonna build the polymers factory. And now I just need more people. And in order to get more people, that's kind of hard. Because I'm gonna have to make people homeless. There's not enough people to work here. We do have a good amount of engineers here, if I remember correctly. So hopefully we can get them working in here pretty quickly. Start producing our own polymers. I might need another... Should I make another dome? This was the problem we had before, though, is like I made another dome and I made it too quickly. And I put it over here and there's no resources over there. I'm starting to think maybe it'd be better to have the polymers factory be over here. Because I don't have enough people. 24 people, is that enough? Maybe? If I only have it working second shift. I think I'll make polymers work second shift. I just can't decide if I want to commit to that building yet. All right, we'll let it go. We sent machine parts. Yeah, we sent machine parts. Let's have them working in the afternoon shift here instead. Now I'm curious. We have a water shortage now. We have an oxygen shortage? Barely. But yeah, we do have an oxygen shortage. So these are gonna start dwindling down, but pretty slowly, but they're gonna start dwindling down. I think we might be okay if I get that research. If I get this instead of the high rise, I need subsurface heating. I'm gonna switch this with the high rise. Might regret that, but if we have a current situation, we have to solve the current one before we solve future ones. Polymers is a really easy resource to produce. It takes very little fuel. It just sucks up a little extra water, which is probably why we have the water deficit. Yeah, we have exactly one water deficit, but with this running, once we get that running, that should be solved. We'll open up the pipes and it'll all be solved. So let's get Kit. Yes, you. Take a few machine parts. Just a few. 3 is good, actually, because it's exactly what we need down here. And bring it on down here. That sounds good to me. I think so. Katie Cat, ask me anything. Charlie, were you aware that holding control and clicking on the tech will jump to the top of the list? I did not know that. Holding control. See, I need to read the tooltips. I need to read the tooltips. I never read these tooltips. They're always there. Like they show you the controls right on the screen. They say, do this and this will happen. But I always just like, oh, I never look at it. Yeah, I don't want that one though. I think I do want this to accelerate. Even though I don't need this tech, I don't need the deep scan. I can't afford the power upgrade that this does. Can't afford that power right now. And if I get this, we might get our subsurface heating. I don't need this one just yet because we don't have any research happening on Mars. Research is pretty slow here because I've opted not to bring scientists to my first colony. It's a strategy I'm hoping doesn't kick me in the ass, but the idea is I wanted to focus on this and this. The two things that are going to cost us a lot of money and make us a lot of money. Focus on money, and I think if you focus on money, everything will come to you. If you can get the money, you can buy any resource that you're lacking. What is this? Building is requiring for 1 fuel. Right, I forget that this building requires fuel. That's why I need my other fuel extractor. I think I'm gonna get it. It's water, but damn it, I think I need it. Where's my research to get one of these vaporators and build it myself? We're gonna get a fuel I'm gonna put the fuel depot up here. I need the fuel. And I don't want to have to keep trucking that fuel back and forth. So I'm gonna put one right here. It'd make more sense to put it here though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it make a lot more sense to just drop it off right here? I think it would. Yeah, go on then. We'll do this. We'll do it this way.